Hello, silver fans. This is T, and you're in the place to be for silver education, acquisition, and entertainment. Hey, the place to be is the Gold Depot in Crown Point, Indiana. I'm back visiting with my old buddy Rich. And if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to hit that like button. And if you're new here, please subscribe. T. All right, Rich. Hey, man. Thanks for coming back on.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, you got a heck of a tan there. You just came back from Florida, huh?
That's from cutting my grass. But I did come back from Florida too.
Yeah, I saw you guys did
weeks
some
ago.
fishing. Hey, I threw it out there to my viewers that I was going to make a video with you. Does anybody have any questions? And I got a whole bunch of questions. They were very eager. And viewers,
I didn't see that.
Viewers, I want you to know I did not let Rich preview these questions this time. So this is all raw, straight from whatever comes to your head, man. You ready to rock and roll?
I'm ready.
All right. Hey, first question from my buddy Kansas Coins, KS Coins. Hello from Kansas. Kansas Coins has a large currency collection, 1862 to 1923. He considers works of art, and those are beautiful bills.
Beautiful notes.
He's noticed a big jump in value last year. What do you think? Should he sell now that they jumped up in value, or just keep them and see what happens?
My opinion, I mean, from what I see, currency is through the roof. I mean, it's not coming in over the counter at shops. It's scarce at the shows. If you go to any of the big shows, anybody that has any good currency there, especially with from like 1862 to 1923, which is either the fractional or the large currency like that. Everybody's buying it. I mean, and they're paying up on it too. So I mean, it's a great time to sell that stuff, but it's hard to get.
Okay.
As far as replacing too.
Let me go above and beyond his question from Kansas, because we're talking about getting rid of paper currency, coinage, going to a digital currency at some point in time, probably sooner than most people even realize. Do you think that'll make it even more collectible when we're not walking around with dollar bills in our wallets anymore?
I think it will. I like to think so.
Yeah. Next question from Kane, 6676. He says, Rich has got to be my favorite. What do you think has better potential, gold or silver? Classic question.
My personal opinion is still silver. I believe silver. I think that we're still, good 60% away from the all-time high, and I think that we'll surpass it.
Well, from a creator of a silver stacking channel, that's music to my ears. I feel the same way. Yeah. I think it has so much potential. Kuna Coins has a question. Does having a lot of gold help with the ladies?
The jewelry does.
Conversation.
It does attract the gold diggers.
All right, let's go to a more serious question. I've got a guy named Daddy Silverbucks, 78. This guy, out of all the guys I know, he's a YouTuber, has the most amazing collection of 10-ounce silver bars I've seen. He's got vintage stuff, he's got obscure stuff, he's got new stuff, but he's asking about, and I want to clarify here, do you think it's a good investment to buy old gold vintage ingots that carry a high premium? So that's the first part of his question. By ingots, does he mean bars?
He means like the poured, like a 1 ounce gold poured Engelhard, or 2 ounce Engelhard, or 100 gram, or some of the other rare ones. But yeah, I mean, I collect that stuff personally too, and it hasn't done me wrong. It keeps going up in value. So, I mean...
he's also asking about copper bars and rounds. He says he's got a ton of them, but no shops around him will touch them. Do you buy copper bullion?
I do.
Okay. I know you sell it, and so it goes both ways here.
Yep.
Okay. Gunnar Gunderson, questions for Rich. Where do babies come from? We'll,
I don't know. Ask my wife.
we'll skip that one. And all right, his serious question is asking about foreign constitutional silver. He's referring to like 72% Dutch, 92.5 British, I guess sterling, or is it a smarter play to stick with the U.S. constitutional right now, the 90%?
My personal preference is the U.S. 90%. So I mean, the premiums are already rising on that stuff, and again, if they go away from the coinage, that stuff will become collectible. I think. But me personally, I mean, yeah, you could buy the foreign stuff like at melt, typically from a dealer. But when you go to sell it, you're not going to get as much as you would for known U.S. stuff. And not all the dealers know that, you know, they have to look them up because, you know, they might not specialize in foreign or whatever, so they don't know the exact metal or silver content in them. So, you know, some are 80%, some are 60%, some are sterling, so on and so on. So,
back to my buddy Pistol Packing Pilot, another YouTube content creator, great channel, and very outspoken. Does Rich think it's possible for platinum to once again be worth more than gold without the auto industry switching back to platinum from palladium? And if so, what would he guess to be the predictive time frame for that to happen?
without it switching back to the auto industry, I don't.
Okay.
Eventually, they're going to switch it back to platinum. The thing is, so from what I'm told by people that actually do that stuff for a living, is it takes 3 years to switch out the metals.
Mm-hmm.
So they drive the price of platinum down. They've been buying all this time, stockpiling, and then they'll switch. But it takes 3 years, they say.
Okay.
So, and that was about a year ago. So I'm assuming another couple more years for platinum to go back up, and they'll drive the price of palladium back down.
Yeah, and PPP believes 100% in platinum, and I don't doubt him at all. So what I'm hearing is now is time to stockpile.
It is.
Before it shoots up. And that not only the auto industry, the guys who believe that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, I mean, that's my main reason of buying it, just from kind of the inside sources.
Silver Forever, another awesome channel. How does Rich feel about 1 kilo silver bars? Specifically, would he sell and or buy back kilo bars at rates more similar to 10 ounce or 100 ounce bars? The kilo,
Kilos
where
are
does that
kind
fit
of a
in?
sweet spot, so like we do pay up on kilos. Not so much on 100-ounce bars unless they're, something special, But like the kilos is still a good sweet spot, I mean, 10 ounce, 5 ounce and 10 ounce is really where you want to be on stuff, but people like the kilos,
Do you see them becoming more popular or less popular over
more
time?
popular.
He's doing his due diligence, and so hopefully that helps.
Yeah, more popular.
Okay. Creo the Traveler, another awesome guy who's a very good supporter of the channel, constantly commenting and asking questions. He would love for you to tell us, when silver spiked to $50, it's happened before a couple of times. If it does that again, tell me a little bit about, and this, I think he's reflecting on something another coin dealer said in the previous video. You be the second opinion here. She said when that happened before, they were just buying up silver left and right. It was, unless it was numismatic, real value, Morgan dollars and CCs and stuff like that, that stuff was just going to the refinery. And so does it matter whether you have a generic silver 1 ounce round or a silver ASE? Are you going to pay up more for the ASE? I didn't think so.
No.
Okay.
So when silver shoots up like that, it's all bulk at
Yeah.
that point. I mean, people are cashing out, from Silver Eagles, whether they spent $35 on a Silver Eagle or they spent $18 on a Silver Eagle back when silver was, $16, $17 an ounce.
Yeah.
It's not going to matter at that point. Because, I mean, the problem is I mean, unless you got hundreds of millions just sitting to actually sit on $50 an ounce silver or $60 an ounce silver, and I mean, you're talking a lot of it because people are going to be dumping. I mean, there'll be lines, for, going in and out.
Oh yeah.
That I mean, the volume is just going to be outrageous. So I mean, it's not going to matter if you got a 1 ounce Buffalo, if you got an Eagle, if you got a Libertad. It's not going to matter.
If you're selling, back to the dealers and they're churning it out, Arthur Knight, a mutual friend of ours, told us, me and my viewers, the story of the way it was back in 1980. I mean, the refineries were literally filling up 55-gallon drums with flatware and silver of all kind, and it didn't matter what it was.
I mean, 2011 was another boom. I mean, so I mean, you were at $48 an ounce. I mean, people were cashing out then and whatnot. I mean, unfortunately, the problem was there were some dealers got greedy and they held on to it. They still holding on to $48, $50 an ounce silver, which they won't do that again.
Bullion Addict wants me to tell Rich, he said, go Cubs.
Holy cow!
Go Sox!
I knew that was coming. Travis, out of curiosity, when ordering bullion coins rounds from wholesale, how long is the arrival time now versus pre-shortage time, or is there any difference at all? And I assume you order from wholesalers.
Yeah, so they're typically about 3 weeks out.
Okay.
Yeah, so if I place an order, it's about 3 weeks.
Okay.
But I mean, I've been stockpiling too, so I mean, we could pretty much fill just about any size order now.
Okay.
I mean,
How does that compare to, previous days? 3 years ago, how quickly would they get you your silver after you ordered it?
a day.
A day? So it went from a day to 3 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a big difference.
Typically, like, let's say 3 years ago or whatever, you can order and they'll put it in the mail that same day.
Okay.
And basically, your silver and that check cross paths in the mail.
Wow.
Sometimes you get your silver before they get their check or vice versa, but typically, I mean, you'd have it here overnight.
Boom, that fast.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's several weeks. Okay. Circle City Stacker, he loves your auctions. And for people who don't know, you do auctions on Wednesday nights?
Wednesday nights, 7:15 Central Standard Time on our Gold Depot live auctions page.
Okay, his question is this, and I know he participates in your auctions, but are you looking to expand your business to online website sales, or are you going to continue with the auctions because they're working well for you?
So we thought about doing online sales. I mean, we have a pretty nice website, and the people that did our website, I did reach out to them, but it was pretty pricey for them to add in the e-commerce.
Uh-huh.
So I ended up not doing that. I never did shop around to see if I can find it cheaper, but we have thought about it because I mean we do have a lot of volume that and a lot of good stuff that we could post on there.
Well, the one thing I will say is that the difference between just going and buying something off a website and doing auctions is auctions are a lot of fun.
Yeah,
And,
they are. They
from
are.
the
I mean,
viewer-
I enjoy doing them.
Well, from the consumer standpoint, you might get a good deal here and there. You're chatting online and hearing banter and learning as you go along. I've learned a lot watching auctions.
Yeah, our customers like them and they enjoy, and sometimes, like you said, they get great deals.
Yeah.
You know, because I do get a little crazy, and I'll start stuff off at, could be $10 less than what they sell for. And
I would suggest, like first time auction, start off as a voyeur and just kind of watch and listen and learn and try to pick it up and figure out what the lingo is, and then kind of jump in a little bit,
Yeah, it's a good time.
All right, cool. Well, hey, I appreciate the time, and we've kind of actually gone over a little bit longer than I was expecting, but hey, you are a good sport, Rich. I appreciate it, buddy.
All right, yeah. Thanks, guys.
All right, not only can you find these beauties here at the Gold Depot in Crown Point, Indiana, look what we have here. A couple of the Silver Stacker channel slabs for your purchase. Let's see, we have number 21, lucky number 21, and number 24, $70. No worry about PayPal, no worry about putting them in the mail. Just come on down to the Gold Depot and they can be yours. Hey, special thank you to my channel members as I head off to my Coin Club meeting. Okay guys, hey, let me show you what I purchased over at the Gold Depot. He didn't have much. I basically cleaned Rich out of all the junk silver he has, and as you can see, it's not much. But what I was really happy to pick up was something that intrigued me very much. It is this old Rattler, and it's 87. It's MS64. It's old, it's cool, but hey, don't take my word for it. I'm going to hand it over to my buddy Russ. Our Coin Club meeting is just about to start, and he's going to give his opinion in just a moment. Let's talk a little bit about that Morgan Dollar. Tell me a little bit, how did I do, man? I paid $90 for that thing. And what kind of shape is it in? What are you thinking?
Yeah, so, I mean, it's a common date Morgan, but it's in an old Rattler, which is desirable. I mean, people are always looking for old Rattlers. People pay a premium just for the holder, to be real honest. The thought is, and it's not necessarily a wrong thought, that PCGS and NGC, the older grading services, they would be harsher today. They would be harsher then than they are today. So a lot of these
tough graders.
Yeah, a lot of these upgrade. A lot of these get green or gold CAC stickers. Green sticker means it's good for the grade. It's approved. A gold sticker means that it would probably upgrade. And to my eye, this is a really great 64. And I've definitely seen coins like this in 65 holders. So I think for $95, I think you did great.
So what would be more desirable, to have a CAC sticker on there or to crack it out of there and have it regraded?
So that's kind of the rub. For my money, I would prefer to have this sent to CAC because again, the old Rattlers they're disappearing very quickly. People are scooping them up. They are cracking them, things like that. And they just have kind of a certain charm to them. They're printed on like a dot matrix printer. It's very almost kind of rudimentary. People really like these. So if it were my coin and I wanted to do something with it, I would probably send it to CAC.
Okay. Well, my intention is to keep it in that old green holder, and maybe I will. Maybe I will send it in. But either way, I think it's a cool little piece of history there, and I appreciate you lending your expertise and verifying that I did pretty good there.
Always.
Thanks, buddy.